You guys ever read that book? The Bitcoin Boy Who Cried Bull. It's a pretty good book, if you ask me. How you guys doing? Let's go ahead and switch over, get the music going. Very, very exciting point in price history that potentially could be happening. I'll explain more in a moment. Make sure you guys can hear that. Yes, I might need to turn it up a little bit. There you go. All right, so we got a lot to talk about. Moonboy Summer, Oten. Hold on. Before I say hello, let me just switch screens here. Why? Hold on. I was like, why is the lighting not working? Got to plug it in. Not prepared. Maybe one day we'll get it right, guys. One day we'll get it right. Let's see. Why are you not turning on? There we go. All right. Let's see. Let's pull up chat. Let's say hello. And let's get right into business. Let's see. You mid. Yo. First, front run the sell-off. Let's go. Shorty BTC. You're damn right I am, Pratish. I'll explain what I'm doing here in a moment. From 68.2. 68.2. No, I didn't get that good of an entry. I'll tell you that. Moonboy Summer. I don't know, Oten. I don't know. That intro song is a banger, though. I do appreciate it. Clap show. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. So, first things first. We broke new all-time highs for a moment. Now, going back to the charts here. Actually, hold on, let's make sure I got that line right. Where are you? Yes, so we did break new all-time highs. If I go back to what's going on right now, you can see we got an ever so slightly higher high, and then we dumped. Therefore, possibly completing the ultimate bearish pattern of all time, right? I'm not going to sit here and say this is going to happen, but I've talked about this for a while. Not in too much in detail, but for a while I mentioned this. Hey, this could happen. Now, I'm not going to sit here and ride this, until BTC either goes to 8K or goes to 200K. There's a couple things that are going to kind of invalidate this idea, and which will switch my bias, and I'll show you guys what I'm doing here in a moment. But, I mean, this is the ultimate ABC. And I'm sorry, guys, but if you guys can't acknowledge this as a possible setup, you shouldn't be trading. That's just the fact. The biggest problem I see here, not only on YouTube, crypto YouTube, is on social media, Twitter, even people that I follow on my personal accounts. They're posting screenshots of Bitcoin doing this, Bitcoin doing that. Yes, is it exciting? Absolutely. We pumped straight through from, the possible bottom at 15K all the way straight up to 69K with really no breaks in between. To most people, that's a good thing. To me, that raises a lot of red flags. But, I'm cautiously optimistic. There's nothing wrong with being bullish. The problem is, one, everyone. I'm not going to say, okay, that's not fair. 99% of people fail to acknowledge the other side of things. They fail to acknowledge the possibility of possible bearishness because they're like, oh, we just pumped 300%. Absolutely not. No chance. We're not bearish. We're not going to dump from here. New all-time highs, bull run. This is on. This is happening. 300K, here we come. I'm sorry, but you got to at least be able to acknowledge the other side of the coin. And that goes for both sides too. We were down at 15K with all the FTX stuff going on. Everyone was bearish. Everyone thought this was going to be the beginning of a much larger phenomenon that was crypto. People were going to start shutting down different exchanges, blah, blah, blah. There's a whole bunch of stuff. I don't remember all of it, but it was the same news down at 15K, just the other side. If you guys can't acknowledge the potential of the other side playing out, I'm sorry, you should not be in this game. You shouldn't. So, With that being said, my little rant aside, I want to show you guys what I'm doing. Let me go say, let's see. AZTV, not gonna lie, I'm about to long at least for a bounce from here. Johnny Prophecy happened. Not yet, you man. Not yet. Not yet. Yo, what up? Short from 67.3K. Let's see. Joe, good to see you. Mr. Reckless, how you doing, my friend? Oh, did I miss the entry? Happened 10 minutes before I woke up. We'll do long and short at the same level. Yeah, you could do that, Pradesh. You could. I believe we need pullback, but I don't think we're going below 15K. No, I'm not. Am I saying we're going to go below 15K? No, absolutely not. I think, like, if I had to give you a probability out of 100, I say maybe 15%, 20% that we go back below 15K. The only reason why this is the case is because you have to remember that the market will take the the path of most pain. You guys cannot think that Bitcoin can't go past 15K. Like I said, it goes back to what I said before. You have to acknowledge where price can go, and it's pretty much a ladder, not a ladder, but it's a step-by-step, right? We acknowledge that we put in a new all-time high. We did fake out from there, right? And from there, we got to take it level by level. What are the levels that we have to look for, right? Let's go do like a 4-hour. I'll go over levels quick. I'll give you guys my plan because I don't want to take too long on this, but we'll go over this in more detail. Right off the bat, 50K, 38K, and there's really nothing significant. Maybe I will say you could possibly say that we can use the prior resistance as support. I'm not the biggest fan of this, but you can do it, right? And then after that, 24K, 19K, and 15 for 420. Let's just say that are the levels you got to look out for. I'm not expecting 15K at all, but if price shows us that 50K is not going to hold, 38K is not going to hold, 30K is not going to hold, the chances of 15K happening are going to start to increase. And you got to think about it from a different perspective, and I'll kind of paint you guys the perspective that I'm looking at. The ETF came out on this wick here. Now, I know everyone's going to say bullish volume. Yes, absolutely. But the ETF opens up another avenue for more whales, more big players to play into the markets or play in this market. If you honestly think that whales and big money is buying at 49K, I mean, I honestly have a hard time believing so. You could make an argument for it. Maybe if we're hyper bullish, sure, absolutely. I would say you could possibly make an argument for that. But I personally think there's a high likelihood that whales, big players who have access to the ETF now weren't buying at 49K, 50K. My personal opinion. Now, going back to what I said before, I don't know exactly if this is going to be a longer term downtrend. I'm not sure where we're going to go, but I'm going on a rant. Let me just focus on the game plan. So here is my personal game plan. Now I will make a separate video, kind of a short video describing my ideas, what I think could be happening. All right. And I'll show you guys how I'm playing them. First story. Hold on, let me get the right time frame. First off, I did not get the perfect entry, and I'm primarily spot trading right now. All right, but I sold a good amount of my bags. I would say like half around this pivot here. Wasn't perfect, but right around there. I'm gonna use like a 15% stop. I don't have a set stop loss yet. Maybe I'll do 10 to 15 or somewhere around there. And I'm not gonna hold the 15K, but I'm gonna hold this indefinitely until either I get stopped out or we get a continuation setup. If you guys don't know what a continuation setup is, I'll go over that here in a moment. But I sold half my stack, and I'm probably gonna hold this for a while. I don't plan on letting this go. Because this is a possible ultimate reversal, right? Now, if I get stopped out, we're going to buy back in at around 72, 73K. Now, if we pull back, All right, it could be in an ABC, it could not be. If we pull back like this and then go back to the all-time high, that is going to reactivate bull mode for me. Because you guys don't, in my opinion, this is the ultimate resistance, the last line of defense. I have no reason to be bullish anywhere above this pivot. If I really wanted to, I could set my stop really short and just be a little bit more aggressive. But me personally, I think there's got to be some wiggle room in between this level. You know, remember, these levels are not exact. There's always a kind of a wider range of the area that we're looking at. So if we pull back, even if it's to the 38K, I'm not going to say we're going to go all the way down. I don't know where it's going to go to. But if we have a nice steady separation and trend, nice healthy pullback, and we continue to go back up, and it's not part of a continuation setup, because what could also happen is maybe you get something like this, and then we continue down for another leg. That's going to be a lot more bearish in my opinion. So for me, I'm not in any rush to take profit, go long. If I see the opportunity on the other side, maybe I might spot buy back in. I don't know exactly. We're not there at that point, so I really don't have a definitive setup yet. But at the moment, that's the main plan of what I have going on right now. Is that I'm short. All right, I don't care how bullish this uptrend was. I have to play into the possibility that this is a potential larger dump coming. And I want you guys to also think about it like this too. This 69K to 15K is ultimately just a big range. All right. Imagine we get something like this to where we come up. Like I said, at this point, we're just talking hypotheticals. We create the range, right? We ABC the high, and then maybe we fake out the low. That's still, we can still look at this from a larger Adam and Eve perspective, but this might be way bigger than we anticipated. This is, like I said, this is more of an ultimate bear scenario. But me personally, I don't have any high hopes for, I don't know, let me think about this. Nope, I'm gonna scrap that. Let's catch up with chat. Let's see, hedge and chill, best strategy, exactly. Pradesh, maybe 49K. If we could drop 50% again, I'd greatly appreciate it. More bags I can buy. BTC Wyckoff playing on the 1 minute, 15 minute accumulation, 1 hour starting, 4 hour, too far to see out yet. Did you take profits at all-time high? Yes, I sold about half of my stack up here. It wasn't the exact high, but once we put in that ABC, we came back below, I sold half. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with being bullish, guys. There's nothing wrong with being bullish. You need to have a backup plan. Being a perma bull is stupid and dangerous. Being a perma bear is stupid and dangerous. It will get you wrecked. All right. You have to put yourself in the perspective of what can the market do to hurt the most people, to take the most money. And at first, I didn't want to believe it. I briefly talked about it a couple times on previous streams about possibly coming up, taking out an all-time high as more of a joke scenario. But this has got very real as a potential. I'm the person that's going to mediate. Everyone on the other side of YouTube is going to be ultra bullish. This is only a pullback. We're only going to go test, 60K. That's it. We're going straight to the moon. It could happen. But I'm going to be the voice in your head that's going to tell you, maybe, what if we don't? What if we don't? What if we pull back to, I don't know, how long? What's 32K? 50%, 60%, 70% again? What's your game plan? What is your game plan? Let's see. There's a bunch of great short setups if we're heading down. Absolutely. I think the lowest we can go down is 32K to test resistance support flip. Yeah, absolutely. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that that level at all. I 100% agree. That's a good level. Kite is back. Yes, I totally forgot. Guys, the king is back. I'm a little upset because I told him he couldn't get out of the basement yet. I gave him the keys, and I was like, just wait a little bit longer, but he couldn't help himself. So if you guys don't know, the man, the myth, the legend, talked about it. So yeah, definitely go check that out when you have time. If you're not done, if you don't care about me, if you don't want to watch me hear what I have to say, he's the next best thing. Bears are rage. They got slaughtered all the way up and no pullback. Yeah. And like I said, like price movement like this is gonna make people bullish, and rightfully so. I understand that. But if you can't acknowledge the possibility of the other side happening, then you should not be trading. I'm sorry. You just should not be trading. That mindset, I bought a little bit of Bitcoin at 17K. I bought a little bit at 25K. I don't remember. Those are my more serious spot buys. I kind of bought periodically in this range a little bit on the way up, but I stopped spot buying like around here. So, a serious amount. ABC Father. How and who came up with ABC? On a serious note, the method that came. So basically, if you guys don't know the history of ABCs, basically it's a simplified version of Elliott wave theory. Right? If you guys don't know Elliott wave theory, I would go on YouTube. There's a bunch of videos out there. I'm not going to sit here and go over every single little detail about Elliott wave theory. Pretty much, Elliott wave theory claims that the market moves in impulse waves and correction waves. And we count impulse waves in 5s, correction waves in 3s. You can have weird things like expanded flats, running flats. There's a whole bunch of rules. But basically, the problem with Elliott wave theory is that there's so many rules and so many different ideas that come from Elliott wave theory that it becomes hard to come up with a consistent, concrete plan on how to trade. So, the original ABC theory the ABC method came from a book called A Case for Modification R.N. Elliott wave. Alright. I'll make sure. So this is the book. It's by Ian Copsley, if you guys are interested. You didn't hear this from me, but there's free ways of getting this book. I don't expect you guys to pay $130 for this. If you want to support the author, you can. There's a Kindle version, apparently, for $60. If you want to go ahead and support the author, you can. But word on the street is that you can get this for free. I'm not going to say where you can get it from, but you can. You do enough digging. So, but the problem with that, his method, the way he does it, is that he still adds a predictive factor to it, to where he came up with the equation of A plus B equals C. So basically, this is why you see me pull the fibs and stuff sometimes. So basically, depending on where the A and the B stop, you can get an idea to where the C wave is going to go. And now, instead of counting this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you still count Elliott wave theory on the larger scale, but instead of counting this as a possible 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that, it's kind of built in. So this is 1. This ABC would be a 1. Then there's another ABC that would be a 2, and then ABC for a 3. That's kind of like his method of doing it, but it's the same kind of idea. It makes it a little bit easier to track and manage, but it's still a very hard thing to do. So we just took it and made it a little bit easier by basically saying that the market will establish pivots, create separations and trends, and we took the idea that the market will fake out and basically catch people in trying to catch breakouts, trades to the upside or to the downside, reversing on them, and then therefore and then et cetera, et cetera. Oddly enough, this time is different for once. I'm not. It's too early to say, Joe. It's too early to say. But look at this. It's too early to say. This created the most FOMO. Remember, you need FOMO. There's two emotions you need to I'm trying to think of how to say this. There's two emotions you really need in order to move the market in a greater, I'm not sure, to a greater extent, right? Fear and FOMO. Vlad, what's up? How you doing, my friend? What I miss? Vlad, we are bearish. We are bearish. A pre-happening all-time high, yet not early to say at all, homie. Different, exactly. Johnny's pole dance. I got no room for a pole in my studio, all right? But basically, long story short, Vlad, I basically sold half of my bags up here. If we come back down, even if it's a smaller 3 waves and come back up, all right, if we break that all-time high again, I'm going to be back to bull mode. My sign-up link is broken. Which one? For the Patreon? The only bear I see is talking on screen. Monk. You're so nice. Which one, Vlad? $50.30. Remove the emoji. Title? Let me know if that worked. Is it the Bybit one? Long from 40 and short from 68 too. Either way we eat, exactly. Thank you for agreeing, Johnny. This time is different. It could be. It could be. Okay, yeah, if it's the Bybit link, I took the emoji off. Let me know if that works now. That should work. Now you guys have me trying it. Yeah, it works for me now. Charm now. How is the stream, guys? Because apparently stream's not doing too good. Let me know how the stream is. All good? I'll tell you what, my upload speed is terrible right now. Let's see. The camera seems like it's 15 FPS. Looks good on my end. I'm moving all smooth. Let's see. Johnny has been bear hunting otters since 2020. Monk, are you still in the call with Kite? Tell him to stop streaming at 5 a.m. I want to watch. Let's see. Are you participating in TV lead contest? I don't know what that is you meant. Let's see, Philip. Hey, Johnny, took short POS on RNDR A15 ABC short. Can you take a look, take a peek? I don't believe this is the real move, though. Yeah, I'll take a look. He's taking fish out, but I'll tell him you all then. Yes, please do. Yeah, I'll take a look at it, Philip. Sorry. Trying to catch up on chat here. You said RNDR? Oh, what a play. Is there anything with more price history? Okay, maybe not. Tradingview contest? No. Did you hear Facebook and Insta had a countrywide shutdown today? I was asleep when it happened. I heard people were like, is this on? Is this thing working? And then I was up at like 12:30. No, I got up at like 12:15. But it was everything was working by the time I woke up. Who is short? Let's go. This guy's short, LA87. And if you, let's see, I just long BTC, pray I don't get wrecked. 62,300 low leverage. Let me know, Philip, what is the best chart to use? I'm gonna go with KuCoin or Binance. I think KuCoin has more history. November 2021. Yeah, all right, we're gonna go KuCoin. So, Flying Sugma. There he is. Kite. You gotta stop streaming at 5 a.m., dude. All right, so for RNDR, I mean, we haven't broken that high yet. This is kind of a shit coin to me because there's really no price history. But if we want to go based on what we see, this is going to be my ABC within the ABC within the C. So I would say if we don't break that high, maybe you can try shorting this, but I don't know. But yeah, guys, I am cautiously optimistic. All right. Even on, like, I use TikTok a fair amount, but if I go on my TikTok page, because I have one, if you guys want to follow me, you guys can. What's my TikTok? I don't post that often on that page. I should. It is going to be at Johnny_crypto909. If you guys are interested. But all over my For You page on that account, besides the memes, is constantly bullish stuff going on. Twitter, constantly bullish. YouTube, everyone on YouTube is being just non-stop bullish right now. Being here is like when the principal comes into class for observations. No, I'm the principal now. Gone. Kite was gone for 9 months. Kite streams at 5 a.m. with 80 viewers. Zuck can suck my. Using Bybit, I haven't checked all charts. But yeah, pretty much for that coin, I'll give you guys the levels. Thanks, no problem. Fear and Greed hit 90%, so I guess run. Yeah. This is the ultimate trap, guys. This is probably one of the biggest traps that we might see. Like, what is the biggest FU that the market can give you right now is bringing it all the way back to all-time highs and just resending it back to the lows. Now, do I think that's going to happen? Unless we start approaching the 25K and we break through 25K, I don't see 19 holding it. All right, but we got to take it one level at a time. Let's see. Johnny, Kite sold his knife, fully in for it. What did he sell it for? ETH faking out of range now. Did ETH break all-time highs? No. More KDA. That's fine. Kite, if you put it into KDA, you can buy 10 cents or 30 sets of gloves after that. You're buying me a pair because you owe me. He sold it for half value? Kite, but what if Bitcoin goes to 15K? Kite, can we get you in here? Can we get you in here, Kite? Real quick. I'm going to do this real quick. Hold on. People USDT. Hold on. We're going to do something quick. Guys, what are you guys doing? What the fuck? Hold on. I got to change. Can you guys hear them? Hold on.
1200 retail.
Hold on.
I can hear myself.
Hold on.
I'm schizo.
Okay, speak or no?
Hello? Check.
You turn the music off.
You're still streaming.
Yeah. Right. Okay. All right. So you guys are on the stream now.
Hi, stream.
So, Kite, what's going on? Well, why do you sell your gloves? First of all, how much are they worth? Explain
So
the chat.
it was the knife. Well, actually, I liquidated all my skins.
All of them?
Yeah. So I sold all my CS skins for $1,200.
Holy shit! But were they worth like over $2,000? Was everything worth over $2,000?
The knife was worth $1,200 if I would have done like a private sale, but I got I think $650 for it in euros.
Wow.
Converted to USDT.
Wow.
But the thing is I can buy like 250, 300 KDA.
You can. Okay, what if KDA?
So that turns into 24,000.
Okay, what if price tanks from here?
He just ends it all.
I'm not currently holding the KDA.
Okay, so you're just holding in cash right now. Okay.
Yeah, so like when we went past the all-time high, as soon as it dumped, I sold the KDA, and I'm just watching it right now.
What do you?
I'm gonna buy it back if it goes to 141.
Now let me ask you this: do you think? I'm not sure how long you've been listening for, but how likely do you think 15K is? Now that this has happened, if you heard me explain what I said on stream.
I think we're gonna put in a local low, 8,000 or 38,000.
You don't think it can go lower?
And then continue from there.
Because my thought process is, you have to, like, I'm trying to like paint this in a picture of what is going to cause the most pain, what is going to be the ultimate FU to the market or to everyone buying. Because in my personal opinion, all the ETF stuff happened around, in January. I personally don't think any serious big player who has access to the ETF was buying Bitcoin at 50K. And to think that we're just going to go back down to retest 38 and they're going to buy there, I don't think that's the case. That's just my personal opinion. When I put things into perspective of what is the biggest ultimate, I hate to say it like this, but what's going to make people jump off bridges, jump off buildings is if we go back down to 15K and put in a lower low. Now, do I think it's going to happen? That's like my ultimate level. No, it's the same idea of how we approach anything when it comes to trading. You take it level by level. But the more we get closer to 15K, the more I can't ignore it. And that's the ultimate FU. So that's just my personal opinion. I think I'm kind of on the same boat a little bit. I wouldn't say 38K. I think more like 32 to 28 or 25. Yeah, 32 to 25. But
yeah, the supports it's 48, 38, and 32. So I would say anywhere between 48,000 and 32,000 is realistic. Because I think it's too early for I explained this on stream today, but is there any way for me not to hear myself?
You're still echoey, Johnny.
It's like a speech jammer.
Fuck. How about now? Try now.
Hello?
Did that work?
Check 1 2 1 from voice meter to your actual microphone.
Well, that's what I'm doing. I'm running it through the Rodecaster. So the audio in is the Rodecaster, and then the audio out to the stream is from the Rodecaster onto voice meter. So I figured it'd be easier for, instead of, how we would select A1 and B1 doing all that, instead of that, I just run everything through the Rodecaster, so I don't have to play around with buttons. Can you still hear yourself or no? You said you couldn't.
Yeah.
Fuck.
What kind of shoddy production is this?
Don't listen to him.
Let's see. Kite sold original NFTs for speculative shitecoin. Nice.
So Joe, you got to understand there's levels to it. The NFTs that I sold are relatively newer. And because of how the whole process works, they are likely to stay around the same price point.
Yeah, but you took a loss.
I did take a loss, yeah, but it's for possible gain. And the reason why I took a loss is because I sold them anonymous. I can't talk with this. I hate myself.
Fuck.
I'm gonna mute Johnny forever.
I sold them anonymous to Johnny.
Okay.
This is a speech jammer. I remember doing one of these in middle school.
I don't know if I can figure this out. Try. Anton, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. We're trying something new here. Try to figure it out. Hold on. I'm gonna leave the call.
He's not coming back.
I'll come back. Hold on. Okay. Let me figure this out. What is voice and video? I wonder if I can do. I don't know if I can do this. Trying to figure this out. Okay, let me try something else, actually. We're try something a little different. Why can't I charge my phone? All right. Let me do. If you guys have any questions or anything, please let me know. Let me know if there's anything I can help you guys with while I try to figure this out. Okay, so Pro. Let me try this. Try this. All right.
John G. Yeah, I didn't hear myself there. I think we're good.
The only problem with this now is that I ran Discord through my
God.
phone.
What? No, it sounds like you're talking through 6 blankets.
Well, yeah, because I had to run it through my phone. So, like, we're on, like, a phone call. And you're on stream now.
Oh, it's like a talk show.
Yeah, it's like a talk show, yeah. Well, let me make sure you guys can hear. Guys, can you guys talk, Kite?
Hello, check.
Yeah, you guys are here. So, Kite, thank you for calling into the Johnny Crypto Show.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you.
So, Joe was accusing you of selling NFTs. If you care to explain yourself.
So, I can't get into the whole thing because that's going to take too long. But essentially, the ones that I sold aren't anything special. They're worth a bit of money. But the thing is like, what would I rather do? Or keep this pixel in a video game, or for the next year, let that money sit and potentially make 80 times that amount that I put in originally. And I could just buy back that knife or a nicer one and then pocket the rest.
And then buy me a knife.
And I sold it at a pretty decent discount because instead of going through a KYC procedure and admitting to tax fraud on Johnny's stream, which he can blackmail me with later on, I went to a Russian website where they send crypto directly, but then they just give you way less than what your thing is actually worth directly to whatever address you want.
I think it's valid.
So I went with that.
Joe, what do you have to say about that, Joe? I might be able to play music and do this. We lower the music a little bit.
So was it a loss if you had fun earning the skin / knife?
That's all that matters.
No, it's not. It's not a loss. I don't see it as that.
Oh.
Or it's just mad because he won't get to look at the knife anymore.
No, dude. I had fun, dude. It wasn't a loss, dude.
I love it, bro.
Was it?
Let's see. Joe's got something else. Was it a loss if you? Okay, never mind. You already answered that. People is for the OG. Yes, I miss those days. Kite, well, why just use leverage again? Can we just break out trade forever? Just for the nostalgia.
Can't quite understand what you're saying, but I heard people in breakout trade.
I said, yeah, Kite, why can't you sign up for a leverage exchange again and start breakout trading? Like the good old days.
Hey, I told people I'll give advice if they want me to talk about leverage trading, but I'm sticking to spot. I like the stress-free nature of it, and it's easier on taxes, a lot less to explain.
My homie has like 50K in the CS NFTs. He's never sold and never will. I admire his balls.
I mean, depending on what he's got no reason to sell. Like some of those skins go for hundreds of thousands of dollars, depending on what they are.
He's not wrong.
Like a $1.2 million AK, a video game gun, was just recently unboxed. So, I mean, like I said, I don't know what all these other companies are doing with their gaming NFTs, but they need to model it after CSGO.
I agree. All right. Let's see. You guys want to stick around, or you just want to? Do you want to watch?
I figured people wanted me to explain about the knife. I don't want to take up your live stream.
All right. Well, I'm gonna leave you on one last question. Okay, when are we gonna do stream together again?
Like in person?
Well, we can do in person, or we can do like, you remember the one time where we did over Discord?
You do that.
Let's do it, man. We need to bring back Beyond the Wicks as well. That was a fun project too.
Yes, sir. We'll be in the works.
We'll figure something out, guys. Don't worry. Another Johnny and Kite collab is in the works. You heard it here. Now you guys can hold them accountable. It's on record. No more hibernating for 10 months. Not allowed.
Just 2 more months, please. If we dump far enough away from the all-time high, kind of just fade back into blackness.
Price fades, so does Kite.
Second we're back below 49,000, I'm stepping that way.
Into the shadows. All right, guys. Monk, you're so nice.
You're nice.
Oh, you're so nice.
No, you're nice. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. I appreciate the fun little chit chat, the little call-in show vibe. So I'll talk to you guys soon.
See ya.
John.
Bye-bye. That was fun. Let's get back to the music. Where is... I gotta change the song. There we go. All right, so we looked at ETH briefly. Yeah, I mean, ETH is that it tested its most recent local high as well. I would say local high, but high off the previous trend, and that's definitely a fake out. KDA's down 5%. I don't know, man. I just have a gut feeling that this is just me. Maybe I'm embarrassed for so long that it's finally happening. But if you guys think about it from the perspective of trying to take advantage of retail traders' emotions as much as possible, how do you do it? You get to the extremes on one end to the other, play with people's emotions, go ahead and move the market in your actual direction you want it to move it in. So who knows? Let's do... What else? Oh, I want to look at the S&P. I want to see how the S&P and stuff is doing. Okay, so the S&P hasn't really been doing much. What about the DXY? Dow Jones still above. And imagine if the stock market crashed as well. Nobody is really talking about that. Let's see. I'm waiting for the content. Don't worry, we'll figure something out soon. Is Kite coming on stream like the groundhog seeing his shadow? Captain sinks when the ship sinks. Yeah, we're on the verge of a big correction. Oh yeah, possibly. I think, I gotta try to be level-headed because a part of me wants to see price go back below 15K. Not for your guys' sake. I don't want anyone to get hurt doing this. I don't want anyone to lose the amount of money they can't afford to lose. But ever since we were up here, I was like, we need to retest 15. So a part of me, and that and a combination as well is so many people online are being so cocky saying, we called this, just thinking that they're the shit because they managed to navigate a nice, unrealistic hyper uptrend. So I really hope this crashes. I hope you guys are prepared for the crash, if this is going to be a larger crash coming. We're on the verge of a bigger correction. I agree. Kite is John Cena during bear market. Yeah. He'll be back.
You set my soul on fire.
Not that song. Let's go back to this one. All right, let's see. What else? Guys, give me stuff to look at. Cardano's down 10%. Cardano's got a really good bearish ABC up in this region. I would say this is the A to the B to the C, with this ABC being in the C wave. So possible short entry there. And remember, guys, this all really depends where, if price does find some sort of support, bottom out and continue. You guys know the game plan. If we bottom out and continue to the upside, I'm gonna have to let that bearish bias go. But to me, it's such an extreme, because we're at such an extreme level, that this to me is a very good, very, very strong resistance to be at. So crypto. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that name. Is the one that needs a reality check. Yeah, he's definitely part of the crew. There's like maybe on the entirety of crypto YouTube, I can probably name 5 people that I know are very level-headed, or open, who can analyze the market from a very unbiased perspective, and is just really good at trading. I know 5 people. Apple lost the 182 level so far. Sol, okay, what's Apple at? I know I got to the point in Kite's stream where he talked about this. I wonder if he actually did sell his Apple. He should have. But yeah, absolutely. It's sustaining below. It's a very, very nice bearish setup here. I cannot ignore this. It's a very nice setup there. Sol. Oh, Sol's a good one. Look at this. We talked about this. So, Sol is in the scenario that we did take out its previous high, and we are now currently trading under it. So same thing with Sol. You gotta take one level at a time. The first major area of support, in my opinion, is probably 78 bucks. I mean, maybe 51, but I really don't see anything else besides 51. Like, I don't think 51 is even that good of a support, to be honest. It's not until you get back down to 15 or 17. So those are levels that are most important to Sol, in my opinion. XRP really has been doing nothing, so I'm not even gonna waste my time. Attic, look at this. Look at this. You cannot make this up. I haven't looked at Monero in a while. This would have been a buying level for Monero. I need more price action. Yeah, so ultimately, I mean, if we do have a nice steady decline, 96.82 is the ultimate bullish level for XMR, in my opinion. I would also be watching. I mean, we're still in a range. This is still a much larger range, in my personal opinion. We need to break to one side. If we do break to the upside, I would still be a little bit cautious at that region. That 96.44 is probably the ultimate level I'll be looking for XMR. I really don't see any good shorts. Maybe. Nah. I was going to say maybe that level, but I think that's too small of a setup. Let's see. LTC. Wow. LTC just took back almost half of that pump already. Could be an area to where maybe this is retested as support, maybe. But because LTC is in an interesting spot. It's got this going for it, which is this pivot here. It also has this potential. Carla Moon. Yeah, another one. Guys, the laundry list for people who have been absolutely hyper bullish beyond like any reasonable, just beyond reason in general. Like, and everyone who's been uberly bullish is just getting, I mean, most likely getting wrecked. 10% in one candle. Or not one candle, one day. Like, guys, these moves we can drop 20%, 30% in a matter of a couple days. Absolutely possible. Now remember, these corrections always last, these corrections are usually shorter, not always, but usually shorter than the actual swings to the upside. So it could be a very sharp decline over the next couple weeks, maybe a month, 2 months before the halving, and then we find support and lift off. But this is crazy. ETH? Yeah, let's do ETH. I know I briefly touched on ETH, but I didn't really. I'll go over the support regions for ETH. I mean, this is one steady uptrend, so I really don't see any break until here. So 21, we can go all the way back down to 2168. Actually, no, I would make this kind of a zone between 2107 and 2168. Sell in May and walk away, but it's March. It's March. We're too early for that. I mean, besides 2168, 1530, that would be it. What's the retracement on that? 60%. That I think this is a good level for ETH. I'll be honest with you guys. 1530, that's a very, very good level. Guys, this is a golden opportunity here. Now, if you're in a position, like for me personally, I never got the best opportunity to buy at the ideal spots that I wanted to. Now is your chance to make up for some of that. Not now, but coming here soon. Mark out your levels. Plan accordingly. If you want to sprinkle a little bit at 50K, you can. If you want to sprinkle a little bit more at 38, you can. Me personally, I'm probably waiting until 38 and then anywhere from 24 to 32. Those are like my buy zones. Oh boy, it will take all the new crypto millionaires by surprise. I mean, some of them might not be millionaires anymore after this. Wow. Wow, look at Cardano, boys. 26% in one candle. Wow. Sold 20%. I keep saying one candle. I'm sorry. It's one day. One day. 20% in a day. Back below the 60K level. Damn, dude. I hate that some people bought the breakout with no stop. Yeah. See, and Kite, this is a lesson for everyone. The exact same thing happened at 15K down here, 17K over here. The reason why ABCs work so well is because of stuff like this. People get overly excited. They buy the breakout, no stop losses. Or maybe stop losses, liquidations, a combination of the both. In order for your buy position to be stopped out or liquidated, you have to sell the asset. So this creates a snowball effect to where you get mass amounts of trades up in this region, right, that are locked in. Either it triggers stop losses or it triggers liquidations. You get a much larger potential move to the downside, and it just creates a snowball effect to where, like I said, you got to take it one level at a time. Me personally, 32K is like my ideal spot. But we'll have to just wait and see. Long-awaited sell-off. Yep. Thanks for Cardano, Johnny. Just on time. Yeah, literally just happened. Like a long squeeze. Yeah. Sky Knight, fire sale. How you doing, my friend? Buying some spot after today's candle close. Yeah, like if you want to, like, don't go all in, but if you want to sprinkle a little bit, no harm, no foul. 12% on KDA down. I would love to get in below 90 cents. My ideal target for KDA for the longest time. Now, was it a little bit too bearish of me to expect? Ideally, I would love for a price to get close to 31 cents, and it did. 40 cents is close enough. I did buy a little bit here, but to be honest, like I wanted to. If we touched 30 cents, I would have went all in. But you never know. We might get another opportunity. I love seeing this. This right here. BCH 20%. Wow. 59K spider line support. Absolutely. Absolutely. CF was long. Of course he was. Everyone was long. Let's see who's long right now. You gotta go incognito because I don't want my. Let's just do the good old Bitcoin search. This didn't age well. For now. Nice bull run. Surprisingly, it's not as bullish as I thought it was going to be. Oh, buy yourself and manly some Bitcoin now. Come on, Da Vinci, you know better. At least you should. I don't want to click on any of these videos. That's pretty good too. Favors going into the r/cryptocurrency Reddit page and seeing all the people freak out. There's bound to be a bounce play. I'm not trying to time it, but there will be one. Yeah, and if that is the case, Joe, like you can't time what the market. You can't time exactly when the market is going to bounce. How much is going to bounce? How much is going to dump? When is it going to dump? You can to an extent, but you can't predict exactly when it's going to happen. So what my plan is in this scenario is I'm going, I've sold spot here. My plan is if we do break back above. Now, this point in time, I don't think we're going to go straight back up to the upside. I would need to see a retest somewhere of supports. I would ideally like to see like 50K, 59K. It's not the worst. But to me, this is a decent separation in trend. If we spend a little bit of time down here and if we continue to go back up, then I'll continue to start buying back in. But we're not having that conversation yet because we're not there yet. Oh shoot, we could have asked Kite about the fib retracement. He's about fibs now. Wait, is this true? Is this true? Kite, can you confirm, is this true? Oh, I looked at it for fun. Okay. I was about to hop back in the Discord. Drag your fib retracement from 20k high to 3k low and look at the 1.618. I need to go back. I need the index chart for that. You said, what was it? 20k high to 3k low. Am I doing it right? Oh shit. Yep, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right, Kai. You're right. Yeah. Pretty damn spot on. So if we're gonna do the same math here. Let's see. 5K. Yeah. Yeah. I'll leave that up there for shits and giggles. Not now, but at some point in the future. Where's my water? Screenshotting this for future reference. Oh, let me go back. There you go. You get my thumb really close to the camera. I'm gonna get rid of this because I don't use FedMex anymore. What is the DXY doing? Bunch of nothing. Still in that range. Johnny's the only one who caught the bear market bottom on live stream. Yep. Like I said, you don't need, and I'm a perfect example of this. You don't need all these fancy shit on your screen. You don't need all the tools. You don't need volume profiles. You don't need exo charts. You don't need any of that shit in order to trade well. You know. Like I said, there's people who was like, oh, what's the volume looking like up in this candle? I don't need to know what the volume is up here. I know for a fact that there is going to be a rejection because just looking at it from a perspective of, yes, technicals are important, but also try to put yourself in the seat of whales. And that's something that I've thought about for a while. I'm not saying I'm perfect at it. I'm not saying I'm a whale, but I think I have a better idea because I know at the end of the day, it's whale versus retail. It's us versus the big players. And if you're able to put yourself in the position of the big players and understand what needs to happen in order for certain things to happen, then you'll have a lot better of a time doing so. You need a Bible. maybe for fun one day. Maybe for fun. I think people like there should be like a guide. There's no specific really good outline or guideline sheet or book that I've seen out there that people need. Like sometimes people just need to like you need to put something in front of them or you need to put good information in front of them. No BS, no gibberish, no extra nonsense that you don't need. Just this is what trading is. This is what you need. How to do this, how to do that in one section of literature, videos. There's not too many people that can do stuff like that. Let's see. Corel, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. How you doing? Just in time for the action. Now Bitcoin is 70K. I don't know about that, man. Not yet. Not yet. Can my phone charge now? Why is it saying... I don't think I got any, like... I'm just gonna let it charge. Fuck it. My house blows up. It blows up. Oh, it's not even letting it charge. Maybe here? Is there another USB-C thing that I have? Maybe I don't. I really do need to charge my phone. It's whatever. But look at that. ABC on the 15-minute. Talk about hyper scalping. Part of me wishes I got... If this is the top... I wish I had like the position to prove it. That's one of my, I know hindsight's 2020. I do not think about this stuff in my personal time. Trust me, I don't. I always say it on stream because I know it would have been cool to actually be a part of and witness. I long the bottom. All right. I was probably one of the few who managed to get the bottom of the bear market here. Potential bottom. If I sold at the top and shorted the top, that would have been insane. I know that position was very low margin though. Like it wasn't that much. I maybe had, I really don't remember what my margin was on that position. It's been so long. I know I wasn't making crazy money. I'm excited for whatever news comes out that supposedly dunked BTC. Yeah, I'm sure they'll find something. Hold on. My air conditioner is on and it's getting a little chilly in here. I'll be right back. All right, I am back. Any bets? Coinbase has been the new target recently for like their shutdowns when price is pumping. Maybe Coinbase, maybe I don't know. There could be so many different things. It might not even be. I mean, it could be something outside of crypto. I don't know. I really don't know. Spy's dumping pretty decently. Oh, okay, never mind. I go to a 2 hour and it's just a little blip on the map. Never mind. Oh, gold's doing its thing. Silver's doing nothing. I like the save songs I'm playing. Oh, okay, the song is almost 6 minutes long. Okay, makes sense. Let's see. When our grandmother asked for buying BTC, it is the top. That is correct. That is part of. Oh, what the fuck? What just happened? Okay, I clicked the wrong button by accident. Let's see. Yeah, that's definitely an indicator. That's definitely an indication that the top possibly is in. Like I said, as soon as I started seeing people in my personal life posting screenshots on Robinhood, on BTC, Doge, everything pumping, I'm like, there's no way that this is gonna keep happening. There's no way. Now, I'm not trying to get too overly bearish yet, because like I said before, there's a possibility that we can fake. You know, we did go down to like 58K, which is a good region to fake out. I mean, 15% in a matter of, how long was this time frame? In a matter of 6 hours. That's a decent amount of price movement. So we could be in a situation where maybe we just get people liquidated, and who knows? I'm not trying to be, I am bearish, don't get me wrong, but I'm bearish until I have a reason not to be. The reason not to be bearish anymore is if we do find some sort of support down here, even if we don't go ahead and test 50K, we can stop anywhere here and continue the upside. But this zone, this line, this is the ultimate bearish bullish factor for me, is if we hold this. As long as we're below this pivot, all right, like I said before, if you look at this from a larger perspective, zoomed out, I mean, this is a nice range we got going. So, you know, we don't have to go test each side. We can go test 50% and boom, break out of that range. But to think that we're going to break out in the first try, not so fast. Fear and greed is at 90%, as in greed is 90%. No, that definitely, that plays a part of it. You know, it doesn't play as big as a part as I would, you know, normally credit it to, but it does, it is a factor. See the Doge and sheep pump and dump? I did not see. You know, it's funny. I had a friend of mine that, wow. You know, it's really funny. I had a friend of mine. He made a lot of money. He made, actually, I'm going to text him. I'm going to text him. I literally last night, we had a conversation. I said, dude, do not put in more money than you're afraid to lose. Because yes, he made a good amount of money. He turned $3,000 into like almost 10K just off of this pump. Good for him. But I said, you have to understand that just as likely we are to pump, we're in a very sketchy situation with Bitcoin. That price can dump, and if BTC dumps, everything else is following it. I don't care what anyone says. It's following it. Now, with the altcoins, it's even more aggressive. So I basically told them, are you in a position to where, are you comfortable taking profits where you're at now? If you're not, do you want more out of the market? Or what is your reaction going to be? How are you going to feel if you lose 50% on that, 40%? I'm not going to like it. Well, you need to make a decision. There's a couple options. You can basically sell at a point that you're comfortable with, Whether it's, I think he was talking like once it got like below 41, you know, 4 zeros, 4-1, he was gonna sell. If that's your plan, cool, sell it all. You walked away, you doubled your money, get out. That should be the bare minimum with some of these shit coins. The other option is you can sell half or sell the money you put into it, break even, and let the rest ride if you really think that's going to be it. But I told him from a semi-professional perspective, I said, if you think we're just going to blast off in the all-time high from here, I think you got another thing coming. So me personally, this is a situation where you double your money and get the fuck out. So I'm going to text him right now because rejecting, what's funnier than BTC rejecting from 69, rejecting from 69 again? See if let's see if he'll respond. Okay. Sorry about that. Let's change songs here. Refresh that. People. Wow. Oh my. I'll tell you what though. Okay, never mind. I was gonna go out to get a little excited. It was even only on a 2-hour. Like, that's a clear ABC. I used to miss trading this shitcoin. Uh-oh, we got a glimpse of Johnny. No. I was going to quote a scene from a movie, but I'm not going to. I don't listen to that. I listen to Cannibal Corpse. No. Am I still here? Oh, I gotta be, because I just saw Joe's message. Yeah, it says I'm still here. Okay, I don't know how long I've been streaming for. For some reason my Streamlabs is, guys, could I get ones in chat? You guys, for some reason my YouTube thing, I'm not live. This is Streamlabs saying I'm reconnecting. Give me ones in chat if you guys can still see me or hear me. I'll give it a minute or two. If not, I gotta restart this fucking stream. It says I'm back, but I don't know. The weather's been kind of iffy in my area. Cutting in and out. Shit. All right, Pratik says I'm here. Kite says I'm cutting in and out. Let me just check something. Should I restart the stream? Okay, now it says I have good connection. I'm not seeing any ones in chat, guys. Besides Kite and Pradesh. I know I'm still getting chats. What the fuck? First AT&T, now Facebook Insta, now Johnny. Must be the AI hackers. One. We're just getting ones in chats now. I think you're good now. Okay. It says refresh studio. May have to refresh studio. Okay, so it says I'm good. It's saying my bitrate is shit though. I can't change that while I'm streaming. My bitrate is set to. Yeah, what the fuck? I don't want to restart stream. I don't have to. If we're good now, then I'll keep going. There's sushi. Oh, look at this. FTM's got a really nice ABC. Did anybody have a Tuesday being a top on their bingo card? That's a nice top. On FTM. Man, I haven't looked at a lot of these coins in a very long time. EOS. Possible top pattern going on here. Ethereum Classic, I really don't care for that. Zillow, I don't really care for that too much. Ring. Algo. Okay, Algo's got a nice ABC. XRP. Agave. AVAX, Matic, Bet. hour and a half, hour and 37. Don't look at BNB. Well, Joe, now that you said I shouldn't look at BNB, I'm going to go look at BNB. Oh my god. Oh, about a 15-minute. Okay. I feel a little okay. I almost just had a heart attack for a second. In a good way. Because I've talked about this for a very long time. This was the ABC to look out for. Man, the more I see this, the more, I don't know. I hate to see it, but at the same time, I've talked about this for a very long time. Wow. What else? What else you guys want me to look at? What are some of the heavy losers today? Let's go to Ape, Costa. Costa not doing too bad. And Costa's kind of a shit coin though. Ape. Okay. Stream, I think Kite was getting questions about Bonk too. Yeah, like there's really nothing to talk about with Bonk. Three, 16, 16. Okay. Not everything is as bad as I thought it was going to be. Obviously, the shit coins are going to get hit the heaviest. Let's see. Hugo, what's up, bro? What's your thoughts on CELO for spot? Let's take a look. What's the best exchange for this? I need stuff. Okay, this has decent price history. Okay. 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 Not the most price history, but we'll take a look at it. First thing that I can see, first reaction is I do see a nice, that was a very nice buying level there. You retested it multiple times. That was your buy signal. Remember, it's not financial advice we give on this channel, but this is my thoughts and opinions. Then we have this playing out with an ABC within the C. We're kind of bouncing around that pivot. I really don't know anything about this project. It doesn't have too much price history for me to give like accurate long-term predictions. In this situation, I would play it level to level. If you're looking to get in, let's say there's two different scenarios. If you're still on the sideline, still waiting to get in, all right, we are currently bouncing around this bearish pivot here. What I would do personally is if I'm looking to get in, I personally wouldn't probably touch this till we get to about 59.5, maybe a little bit around 48.2, but I would like to see a retest of 40 cents. if you're in a position to where you're already in and you bought at a good price, the other direction we can go with this is if you are holding this coin, let's say you bought down here. All right. I'm not going to sell you. You can sell if you want. Just keep in mind that we're currently bouncing around a potential bearish pivot. If we do continue to pump to the upside, you just got to look at things from the opposite perspective. Instead of looking at supports to buy into, we're going to look at resistances that price can go ahead and test. All right. We tested 118.5. From there, maybe 159.5. I'm not the biggest fan of that level. The ultimate resistance, or not the ultimate resistance, the nearest ultimate resistance past that is going to be around $5.25. And then from there, you have a little bit sprinkled at $6.33. I would probably say $8.25. But ultimately, this is how I would approach it. If it can get past $1.59, there's nothing stopping it from getting to $5. That's just my personal opinion. $6, kind of in that range. And if it can start breaking through those resistances, you're pretty much in price discovery. I can't tell you exactly where it's going to go. I don't do that stuff. I don't do, on occasion, you can take a look at the math and kind of get an idea of what's possible. But if you're looking for a straight up, like, long-term projection, it's not the channel to go to. Wait. Okay, it says I'm here. I've got a big yellow error screen on my... Is it raining that bad? It's not even raining that bad. Why is my internet shit? So yeah, Hugo, that's my best outlook on this coin that you asked me about. All right, let's see. We're at an hour and 45. Getting close to 4 o'clock. All right, guys. I'm going to start wrapping these up because what I am going to do at some point tonight, I'm going to make like a small recap video and just let you guys know how I'm going to be approaching what possibly could be happening. Let's see. I love Binance's books. They aren't moving 90 miles an hour, and I can actually see the walls. 12K KDA sell wall up at the moment. Someone is trying to get the fuck out. That's cool, man. Is that just on Binance's his website? Or is it on the app? Oh, you're probably looking at it on the app. Thanks, bro. No problem, Hugo. No problem. I'm going to start wrapping things up here in a little bit. Because like I said, I do plan on making another video. We're going to do... Kite, you guys start playing Wordle on stream again. Actually, no, don't do it because I'm going to watch it and then I'm going to get the urge to cheat. Early price action up here, myself in the middle. All right, let's do this, guys. All right, not the worst, not the best start, but not the worst. Queef. For shot, hi please, dot 4 hours. Sure, I'll do that real quick. Guys, let me know what your guesses are. While I do dot. I thought I had dot on here. I did. Wow. Okay. So dot from a long-term perspective, you got to keep in mind we're potentially. I mean, this is not good. This is not good. So, my personal opinion, dot is in a bearish position. We are currently pretty decently below this ABZ position. What I would do personally, if I was looking to get in, I would buy some at 59, about $6, or sorry, $5.96. After that, maybe $4.83. But just mark out the support levels, and we want to sprinkle a little bit here and there, but keep in mind that as long as we're below this pivot, right? As long as we're below this pivot here, this is bearish. This is not good. If we can continue to sustain above and start pushing towards new highs, then we're in a position to where you can possibly buy back in if you want to. Because now, looking back at price history, I really don't see anything that screams a heavy resistance. You know, we had this pivot here, which lines up with this line. I can actually go ahead and do this. All right, this is a heavy resistance zone. If we can break through that, there's no reason why $23 isn't in the cards next. So, off the rip, that is my first go-to reaction, is that we are at a bearish position. We have potential to test lower. If you're looking to buy back in, these red lines are opportunities to do so. 596, 472, 490, 440, 378. It's all possible. So plan accordingly. That's my best non-financial advice I can give. Tron for the short. Okay. Can you tell me what you think the price will do in the future? I'm sorry, my friend. I can give you an idea, but I'm not the channel to go to when it comes to stuff like that. You gotta take it from me. It's one level at a time. All right. If price can get back above $9.65, $23 is in the card. If that resistance breaks, then we have $55 to look to. And if it gets beyond $55, I don't know. I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't do that type of prediction on, or I don't really do focus on long-term predictions like that on the channel. Like I said, it can be done to an extent. You're not going to get exactly what you're going to look for, but you can. Let's see. TRX. Like I was saying before, all right, so this is an interesting area. Thank you. I just wanted to know your mentality. Of course, yeah. You can theoretically you can look at price action to where price can tell you where it wants to go to an extent, and then once you get beyond that period of price discovery, it's really up in the air. So let's look at. All right, so for TRX, that's the first thing I see. But you have an ultimate. Wait, is that a lower low? No, it's not. All right, so that is a bearish pivot there. That's a potential good short opportunity. But you have an even bigger one up here. So I'll just keep an eye on that. All right, let's go back to Wordle. All right, so let's see. Are you working as a car mechanic? No, I'm not. Let's do. Let's see. Romaine, what's up, Johnny? How's it going with your prop firm journey? I haven't traded Forex in a while, to be honest. After whatever happened to me with the prop firm, I kind of just put that on the side for now. And I kind of did it at the right time because there's a whole mess going on with prop firms in the Forex space. So I haven't really been touching them. My focus is on crypto again. How much stop do you usually put? It depends. If I'm trading spot, which I'm primarily doing now, I probably will dabble in leverage again soon, but not to the same extent as I did. I'm not going to be using as aggressive as stop losses as I once did. Even still, like I was using 3 to 5% stop losses on my leverage positions, which wasn't really that much. So on spot positions on BTC, I like to use around 10%. So for example, I got out around this area here. So 10%. That's a lot for Bitcoin, my personal opinion. If you're going to be playing with alts, I would say 15% is probably a good stop loss percentage. If you're using leverage, I would still even say 8 to 10% on leverage if you're using, if you're playing with like altcoins and stuff like that. Because you got to understand, the smaller the market cap, the smaller the coin, the more susceptible you are to volatility. So you got to prepare for that. You can't be taking leverage positions using 1 to 2% stops on an altcoin because you're going to get absolutely destroyed. All right. So Donut, I still haven't figured this out yet. Let's do... Okay. Punch. Lunch. Oh, I am not doing this again. I am not doing this again. Last night I was playing Wordle, right? And it was state. The word was fucking state. Or maybe it was like 2 days ago. But I tried steak, stare. I tried like 2 other words and I couldn't fucking figure it out. So lunch, not punch. If it's some Ice Spice shit and it's munch, I'm gonna fucking kill myself. I'm gonna jump out this second story window right now. Okay, good. I knew Kai was gonna say munch. I knew Kai was gonna say munch. It's gotta be bunch. It's gotta be bunch. If it was munch, I was gonna jump out my fucking window. Hunch? This is the second time Wordle's done this. It's fucking hunch. I hate this game. I hate this game. This is the second time in a row it's done this. And it's also been a double letter. With the state, S-T-A-T-E. I had a hunch. Joe, you're banned. You're banned from the channel, Joe. Don't actually ban him. Don't ban him. You go straight to jail. All right, guys. Let's see what happens. Like I said, I'll do a quick little recap for those who are still here. Maybe showed up a little bit later in the stream. I'm pretty bearish right now. Not gonna lie. I am pretty bearish. The only thing that would change my mind at the moment is if we get a bounce back above. I don't know where that can happen exactly. You know, we can just go down to, maybe we can go down to 50K and bounce back up. But we can pretty much bounce anywhere in between. Maybe 58K. That's a decent local support. 50K. But if we find support in this region and then continue to go back up, I kind of really don't have a choice in order to be bearish. The most important thing to remember, as of now, the most bearish area or the point of invalidation for me is this 69K top as long as we're below that pivot, I have to be bearish. Okay, I don't have to be, but the probabilities are going to be that we're going to retest and we're downside. Now, regardless, we can go to, we can do something like this. If we come down and do something like this and then start to go, then I'll consider buying in this region. But we need to test areas of support. We did not put in any serious retest of support throughout this entire uptrend. So for me, the market needs to show signs of stability, signs of strength. Right now, it's not doing it. This is not strength, right? It is, okay, it's not strength until proven otherwise. The only way it can prove itself that it's strong is if we come back down, retest supports, or if we just say, screw you guys and just keep blasting the upside. That's the only ways I can kind of validate a more bullish bias, but I can't validate that at the moment. So, yeah. What an exciting time to be in crypto. What an exciting time. Yeah. So, all right, guys. Go ahead and wrap things up. I appreciate all of you. Buy the freaking dip. Spot only. Yeah, buy at the right times, you Just don't buy the dip. But you Joe, Kite, Heather, Rashad, Romaine, L87, Joe, Hugo, Pratheesh, Corel, Sky Knight, 01. Johnny, thoughts on super cycle? It's possible. It's possible. I don't know where price is going to go if we're in a super cycle, but it's possible. Like I said, prices hasn't shown it that we're there yet. That's just my personal opinion. We'll talk about that more later on a different stream once we get a little bit more bullish, if we do. But I mean, they're constantly innovating. I don't think it's gonna be. I mean, I can take a look at it real quick. From a price perspective, real quick, I would probably sprinkle some 152, if not 102. This looks like a bullish correction to me. So you could buy on that pivot as well. That's my quick 15-second ramble on Tesla. So we'll talk about more in future streams though. I do appreciate it. Thanks for your info, brother. Have a great week. You too. You guys have a great weekend as well. If you guys are in Discord, I will update you on if things, get serious when if I'm not streaming. But from the bottom of my heart, I really do appreciate it. It's good to be back. It's good to be witnessing history, potential history. Thanks guys for sharing the moment. Until next time, be good, be safe, plan ahead. Never be too bullish, guys, or too bearish. All right, love you all. Bye-bye.